good afternoon, and welcome to the Women Arise podcast. I'm your host, Priscilla Menotebe. So, as we know, women face a series of challenges in their workplaces. So, today we're going to be exploring the topic of gender stereotypes in journalism. So, here with me, we have our esteemed guest, Dr. Romica Bhatt, the head of the Department of Journalism and Mass Communications at London Professional University, who is going to share with us her expertise or what she thinks about gender stereotypes in journalism. Ma'am, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for having me here. Let's begin.
So, ma'am, if you could share with us what's the definition of what a gender stereotype is? What is gender stereotype to you?
By me, if you ask, gender stereotype means where you have certain, thought process. Ki, okay, fine, this is a male and he's supposed to do this particular work, and she's a female. She's, supposed to have this kind of work procedure. She's supposed to have this kind of thought process. So the, what you can say, predefined notions that we already have attached with certain each and every gender, that is a gender stereotyping.
Amazing. So what do you think are the implications of having maybe, let's say, insufficient women and the news industry, for example, maybe there's a news coverage somewhere, right? And a news organization. What are the drawbacks of?
To be very frank, Bhushe, from the time I started in journalism to this time, things have really been changed, okay? Thanks to the new technology, thanks to the things that are happening around us, thanks to all the, what you can say, fightings that we are doing for our equal gender, equal pay, or gender, cancelling the gender stereotype things. In media industry, the things have become a little bit normalized, okay? Stereotyping is there, no doubt in it. Today we can see all the you can say the female journalists who are on the top, they still have to go through all those stereotyping. Every nowadays, they have to go through these things through comments. Maybe their fellow males or anyone is doing this thing. But slowly and steadily, things have normalized a little bit. Now you cannot see it as a day-to-day practices. Now, there is no difference between a male and female when it comes to the reporting. Likewise, earlier times, hard reportings were not given to the females owing to their maybe the physical or bodily conditions, or owing to the safety, security, and many other things, or owing to taking them as a fragile framework that they say, okay, fine, they are not going to, they will not be able to handle the things, they will not be able to handle this difficult situation, course environment, or anything like that. But slowly and steadily, things are changing. You can see much more women or girls joining this particular profession. They have proved their, what you can say, mettle in this thing, whether it is their oratory skill, whether it is their working skill, whether it is their, knowledge on the political, which was earlier known as a male bastion, whether it is that particular thing. So they slowly and steadily, it is getting proved. And to be very frank, yes, it is there. When you talk about the stereotypical things, they are there and they will remain.
Right. Perfect. So, ma'am, what do you think? Okay, let's say women usually face harassment and maybe violent threats online, or maybe during an investigative reporting mission. So what do you think? To what extent does this affect women's efficiency in that news, in the newsroom particularly?
It affects. It affects mentally. It affects psychologically. Because when someone is saying that that I am going to hunt you down, or you are going to see the repercussions of the same,
right?
Or see what you have, put yourself into.
Right.
So yes, it affects, and it gives you an eerie feeling for a very long time. And every time there's a knock on a door and you feel, okay, fine, that particular person, someone is following you, many things are happening.
Yes, right.
So this happens. Yes, it affects mentally. And it is not only for the media only. It is for each and every girl who is posting on social media, who is out there on social media, or who is just, uh, having her work, doing her day-to-day work. And if someone threatens, someone, harasses, or someone says such things, it affects. It really affects.
All right. So, to what extent do you think? Okay, let's say they are facing such threats, right? But then, like, how do they deal with that kind of pain themselves as, female journalists? Because you still have to submit work, you still have to upload files online, and, threats will still be coming and all that. How do you think they mitigate those challenges?
See, there is an old saying, do or die.
Okay.
So either you will go with it, you will face all the things,
Right.
or you just leave the job. So it's just two things. There is no beach ka rasta, or you can say there is nothing like middle path.
Right.
Either, and threats is something, to be very frank, they have never materialized. You can say only 10%, 12%, or 20% materialized into something serious. Other than that, they are just hollow things in order to make you stop what exactly you are doing. So my advice is not to pay attention until and unless you are doing something right. Until and unless whatever you are reporting, it is not full of biasness. It is straightforward. It is truth. Don't just bend down.
Okay. So how do you think news organizations in what way can they help like their female journalists cope with that kind of scenario? Maybe before they go out for investigative or crime reporting, how do you think news organizations can help them?
Nowadays, news organizations are very far ahead in case of what you can say female safety.
Okay.
Whenever you are going out for any assignment or something, they provide you with the transport. They provide you with the full security. There is a lady with in that particular transport. So nowadays, things are a little bit changed.
Okay.
And whenever you are going for any assignment which is a dangerous in nature, like was you are going into the war-like situation or anything, they do provide a full insurance cover.
Oh.
They do keep the people with you. They keep a track of you.
Correct.
So organizations are doing each and every bit. Likewise, if you are on a maternity leave or something like that, they keep this thing. Then they have that grievance redressal cell. Then they have that woman harassment cell. So if you feel anything like that, you can go to the HR. If you feel any harassment kind of thing, you can go to the HR, and they have the harassment. They have that redressal policy that they have to address such situations and come up with what you can say solid solutions. So nowadays, media organizations are working relentlessly in order to make the organization safe for the lady colleagues.
Okay. So why do you think they target women specifically? Because usually, like you said, women are the ones who are mostly targeted by these threats or harassment online.
It's nothing like that.
Okay.
That women are mostly targeted.
Okay.
Males are targeted too.
Okay.
We see when Arnab Goswami was jailed, how exactly maximum of the people celebrated.
Okay.
We know when then they are also labeled as the government. What you can say. Government's favorite or anti-government or something like that.
Right.
It is with male and female both. It has nothing to do with कि male के साथ होता है और female के साथ नहीं होता. The only thing is, yes, females become much more vulnerable.
Yeah.
Now, why exactly this is that it has something to do with the history. Woman is always seen as fragile.
Right.
Woman is always seen as what you can say a soft target who can easily be swayed,
right,
mentally or physically or emotionally. So yes, they became a easy target.
Okay. So what would be your advice to maybe a girl who wants to venture into investigative reporting or crime reporting, and what are the dangers for her to look out for when she comes into the industry?
Bushy, to be very frank,
yeah,
I run a department where there are 20 males.
Right.
And I will never deny that, okay, fine, gender stereotypical thing is not there. or that particular mentality is not there. But my advice to each and every woman, this is something that I learned from my seniors.
Right.
There's a saying that if you have to prove something, there is a line. Don't cut that particular line. Just draw a bigger line in front of that particular line.
Nice.
Okay, so it is that if you want to prove something, if you really want to excel, or if you really want to give a slap to each and every person
Yes, ma'am.
who thinks you fragile, either mentally, physically, or emotionally, just give that slap through a work. Just work with a very, what you can say, right heart. Just work for what is right. Work hard for whatever you are aspiring to, and be rightful in whatever you are doing. The moment you are like that, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. The moment you are honest with your work, nothing can stop you. And then rest is, see, even my mother or your mother who is perfect, even my father who is perfect, everyone has to go through certain slangs, certain things in their life. So that is a part and parcel of your, what you can say, work procedure. That no one, you cannot make everyone happy.
Yeah, you
Right, you cannot. But the thing is that you just go with the flow, work, do a very hard work, work with a clean heart, without any biasness, be rightful, and do be, what you can say, honest with whatever you are working with. There is nothing that can stop you.
Amazing. Seems like ma'am is sharing this from, based on your experience.
I have done. I can say you that I have imbibed this from my own, what you can say, my own work journey of last 17 years.
Wow.
I was never wavered by what people think. I was never, bashed. Yes, it happens that it affects you. This is a fact that sometimes you get emotionally very, what you can say, low. It also affects that sometimes you feel ki, what wrong I have done? Why the other person is saying like this thing? It is not my fault if I am on this position. This is not something that I inflicted upon you. But then you have to work. Then you have to go with the flow. You just work. And to be very frank, then I will say you that if you are very honest with your work, things fall in place. Things do fall in place. People know your worth. And things become right.
So as we have heard from ma'am, things become right if you're honest and if you work diligently and stay true to your work. Ma'am, thank you so much for such amazing nuggets of wisdom. We really appreciate it so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Bushy. It's really an honor to work for, to do anything for my students.
That's it for today. Thank you so much for being amazing audience. We have ma'am, you heard, her expertise, you heard her opinions and perceptions. I hope you really implement this in your day-to-day lives. So from me and everyone, stay tuned for more. Goodbye.